After a whole day of just 21 downvotes for Alita on the ranker list, suddenly 300 downvotes appeared within 5 to 10 minutes. This is not normal. What's up, Alita Army? Doc Ito here with an update. The doctor is in. Today, we're talking about the ranker best movies of all time list, why it matters, what happened with Alita, and what we can do about it. And I do think this can make a difference for the movie going forward. Of course, first remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you don't miss any of Doc Ito's free repairs. Yesterday we talked at length about this list, how to vote, and the importance of re-ranking when you do vote to help Alita move up. The most important thing to know about this list is rather than just voting for the movie up or down, you also need to rank your version. You click the rank your version button, you search for Alita, and then put other movies in there to rank a list of at least 5 movies. And I believe the longer the list, the more power it has. It's worth mentioning that if you click on Alita, there are other lists to vote on. Best movies based on books, best sci-fi action, number 2, dystopian action, number 4, greatest epic movies, live action, best CGI. But probably the next most important list we have is this one, the greatest action movies of all time, with 340,000 votes, where it's number 59 out of 793. And our Alita efforts are being recognized because when you click on entertainment and movies on Ranker, Alita shows up as one of the greatest action movies on all time, 27th and rising. So we are making a difference. When you actually click through the list, we're at number 8. So strong work, keep it going. Now, some might say these polls don't really matter. And while I agree that some of them don't make a big difference, such as Twitter polls that we've talked about in the past, they are still good and they are still opportunities to show the love for Alita. And like we saw, Robert Rodriguez retweeting one of those responses shows that likely the studio is aware of the amount of love for this movie. So while it doesn't make a difference from a box office standpoint or from a money standpoint, it does put forth a narrative that the movie has a rabid fan base that is going to go fight for Alita to the end. And we will, because we do not stand by in the presence of evil. So while things like the petition are great, and looks like we're crossed 14,000, so congrats guys. Ultimately, this petition is not going to make a huge difference because while we can show the support and we can see there are a lot of fans for Alita, even if we get to 100,000 votes, it's not going to make a sequel just happen by magic. Having said that, remember to vote for it if you haven't. But this list, I think, does matter. When you search best movies on Google, this is the number 1 result. Best movies of all time, same thing. And almost any variation of best movies list is going to include this list in the top results on Google. That's why it has 13.3 million views. And this is why it matters. When someone is looking up one of these lists, most of the time they're looking for a movie to watch. And the vast majority of the movies on this list they've already seen. Who hasn't seen The Godfather, Shawshank Redemption, Star Wars, The Dark Knight, and so on and so forth? Having a movie like Alita in the top few pages of this list will get people to watch the movie. The reason people didn't go to the theaters is they didn't know about it, and the critic reviews were terrible, at least a lot of them. And I do want to talk more about the media treatment of this movie, because we do not stand by, and I will in the future. So far I've been focusing more on news and things we can do. But when someone scrolls through a list like this and they find a movie they haven't seen, they'll say, okay, worth a watch. And when they do see Alita, they'll be blown away by the universe, they'll fall in love, and we will have another warrior in the Alita army. This will be someone who can buy the Blu-ray, merchandise, so on and so forth, which will help to actually get a sequel. So ultimately, I do think this list can make a difference, and it's probably the most effective thing we've done as an Alita army, other than going to the theaters and telling our friends to spread the word about the movie. After Alita was added on the list, it steadily risen up, and yesterday it had about 120 votes, positive and no downvotes. This screenshot earlier today showed we were at 747 to 18, and we had moved up to 58 on the list. And then this happened. Foxfire reports the whole day it was 21 downvotes. Suddenly, 5 to 15 minutes, 300 downvotes appeared. The site glitched out, too many requests. Must be an organized effort. It is very suspicious. These were the votes shortly thereafter, 910 upvotes, 324 downvotes. So the 300 votes appeared out of the blue, with another 100 or so upvotes. I don't know where this came from. I searched Reddit and Twitter and Google and all over to try to figure out where, if anyone had a call to arms against Alita, or if this is some coordinated effort. It's possible there were some bots or something voting down the movie. It could be that Rancor themselves saw that the movie had too many upvotes and wanted to add some downvotes, so it makes it less of a lopsided event. It doesn't seem to have actually hurt the movie that much. We were at 53 at that time, and the movie is somewhere around 54 right now. There is some question of whether votes are disappearing. Here you see 910 to 324, now 880 to 322. But even as I was making these videos, it jumped out to 935 to 326. So Rancor seems to take a little while to update its database. Sometimes it goes up and down. I don't think votes are disappearing. I do think the 300 votes was strange. But this shows how important it is to re-rank your list, because we sustained a 300 downvote barrage and the movie did not fall very much. And the fact that we're already at 54 on the list of the best movies of all time is fantastic. So kudos to Alita Army, kudos to the strong work. We will keep focusing on this in our future videos, reminding people to vote, reminding people to re-rank the movie. I do think this matters. I do think this will drive people to see the movie. If they hadn't, they'll go to Redbox, they'll rent it, they'll stream it once it's finally available, and we will be building fans. And that is how we will get our sequel. So Alita Army, stay strong. We do not stand by in the presence of evil. Remember to vote and re-rank. It would be great to get 14,000 votes for this poll, not just the petition. We will not stand down, even if trolls or bots or whatever come. We will do this the right way, the Alita way. We will do it honestly, not resorting to bots on our own. We will do it because we love the movie and we are fighting for a sequel. So y'all have a great day. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. God bless. And Doc out.